Ladies and gentlemen, day one of the Atlanta Falcons OTA, or just kidding, mandatory minicamp practices are officially underway. Michael Penix, Bijan Robinson, Kirk Cousins at practice today. We're going to break down everything you need to know about day one here, what took place, who looked good, the news, the notes, the highlights, everything. We got you guys covered. However, before we dive into the video, I do want to start off this video like I always do, and I want to give credit where credit is due, and that is with all of the Atlanta Falcons media members out there who work so hard each and every single day to get these highlights out, to get these news and notes out for us, to enable us to make these videos. So go give them a follow on Twitter or X right now before you do anything else, because I guarantee you, you will not regret it. They do such a good job, and again, it's not possible to make these videos without them. So go give them a follow, and let's dive into today's practice. Here's some more from the offense. Michael Penix, Emory Jones. Back there, you see Kirk Cousins over on the opposite side getting some QB2 reps here. You guys can barely see him, but you see him drop back on that side of the field. Beautiful ball here by Michael Penix. I mean, can we just take a minute to just acknowledge how beautiful this ball is? One more time. One more time for the people in the back. Off the play action. Great anticipation. Right where it needs to be. I think a big year is coming for Michael Penix, and not a lot of people are expecting it outside of Atlanta. All the Falcons fans, you guys know Michael Penix about to go off, but man, it's gonna hit people hard when he's one of the best QBs in the league, man. Love it. Let's go. Let's see some more Michael Penix here. Obviously working with Bijan Robinson on a fake out and up. Beautiful route here. Love it. Get that sideline. Always when you're running these quick outs, you want to look for the ball. Boom. That way, if you have an off-ball DB or an off-coverage DB, he bites up, and then boom, you beat him down that sideline. So again, they teach these guys to really look back for the football, and then boom, flip your head, flip the hips, and go. Let's see the anticipation here by Michael Penix. Again, it's just versus air. There's not really too much to talk about. But great ball there by Michael Penix. Once again, showcasing a big year is coming. Here is the first look at Kirk Cousins here in Atlanta. Have not seen him practice at all throughout all of OTAs. Voluntary minicamp, he was not here, but day one of mandatory minicamp, he is here. Obviously doesn't want to get fined any money. We'll see if they end up trading him. But as if you're being smart, keeping Kirk Cousins is probably a really good option. Michael Penix did have some injury concerns back in college. Personally, I think he's going to be fine. But if anything were to happen, I would much rather have Kirk Cousins as the backup quarterback compared to, an Emory Jones or Easton Stick, who aren't bad quarterbacks, okay? Don't get it twisted. But I do think Kirk Cousins is a, maybe a couple of miles ahead of those guys in where they're at in their career right now. So keeping Kirk Cousins might not be the stupidest thing in the world. Now, we did see the boss at practice today. He was talking to a lot of the players and kind of just watching over practice. And right here, you see him talking to James Pierce, one of the 2 first-round picks this year. He's really excited. Author Blank is really excited about this team and the direction they're headed. Finally, trying to add some pass rushers to this team that can really help out their ability to get to the quarterback. Because if we all remember last year, it was not good. It was not good at all. They ranked 31st, okay? So not dead last, but second last in the NFL last year when it came to QB sack percentage. Now, there's a lot of people that are expecting James Pierce and Jalen Walker to come in almost on day one and add to that room, add to that stat. Get that pass rush up, right? If you want to win football games this league, you need to be able to get to the quarterback, and I believe that James Pierce is a guy alongside Jalen Walker that's going to fix their pass rush defense going into next year. Now, before we get any further into this video, make sure you guys hit that like button, but most importantly, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. It is free. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe, and like I said earlier, we're going to be covering this Falcons team throughout the entirety of this year's offseason, which includes all of OTAs, which is pretty much done for the Falcons, all of mandatory minicamp, which is the rest of this week. And then after mandatory minicamp, they take about a month off from practices before they get back into it during training camp. So we're going to cover all of that. Not only that, though, preseason and regular season football games. We're going to be going through some all 22 coaches film, ensuring that you guys are understanding who's looking good, individual player breakdown. We got you guys covered. Join the family, turn on post notifications, and let's kind of dive back into some more of today's practice. Now, Kirk Cousins, after practice today, actually was quoted saying, "We're moving forward, and it's about how we as a team and as a quarterback room can be the best we can in 2025. So whenever you're an Atlanta Falcon fan, right, you love to hear that. You love to hear a guy who is coming into work every day trying to help improve this football team. And he understands, listen, you can't be selfish. He's kind of mentoring Michael Penix a little bit. Obviously, they signed him last offseason to be their go-to guy and, didn't start off the way they would want. And then Michael Penix came in and there it goes. Michael Penix took off running. So that was cool to see. Kyle Pitts was not at practice today. I think he's going through a little bit of an injury. I'm not sure if it's an injury or if they're about to trade him. I'm assuming that they're going to keep him here and allow him to be a key weapon for Michael Penix in the offense next season. Raheem Morris said that, Kyle Pitts grew in some key areas to become more of a complete tight end from last season. But it's going to be tough for him to really, exceed the expectations that were put on him when he first got into the league. So we'll see how that kind of initiates going forward. We also saw Raheem Morris say there was 3 qualities that Jeff Obrich has already brought to this Falcons team: discipline, effort, and detail. And that is something that you can really rely on a lot. So definitely excited about that. What else? Oh, Kirk Cousins said Michael Penix is, doing a great job, and he's here to support him. So that's kind of what you're seeing right here. All right, and here's probably one of the final clips we have from today's practice. Keep in mind, the media members over here in Atlanta aren't really allowed to show you too much 11-on-11 and 7-on-7 film, but they do it. Okay, so they're not just warming up all practice, but we aren't allowed to show that in this video. So with that being said, I'm hoping that in the next couple of weeks and months, 6 weeks from now is start training camp. Hopefully when training camp is here, we'll be able to see a lot more 7-on-7 and 11-on-11 film from practice and break that down. But as of right now, this is kind of all we got. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. And hopefully in tomorrow's video, we'll be able to break down even more of, some standouts. Right now, I know that they're really excited about this offense. Right, obviously with Drake London and Darnell Mooney, you have Rayburn McLeod. Nick Nash is a guy that has been, pretty exciting throughout the first couple of weeks of practice. But outside of that, it looks like the exact same starting offense is coming back from last year, which, last year they did rank about 14th in the NFL in points per game. Running game was not bad at all. QB sack percentage allowed wasn't bad at all. So thought they did a really good job. The one area of improvement needed to be the defense, and they did. They added 4 brand new, maybe 5 brand new starters in Morgan Fox, Jalen Walker, Leonard Floyd, or James Pierce, Jordan Fuller, maybe Billy Bowman, maybe Xavier Watts. I mean, again, so I think that Divine Diablo, they did a great job. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.